Okay, we're live from the Edge Ice Rink in Owensboro, Kentucky, as the Owensboro Rampage high school team takes on the Music City Marauders out of Nashville, Tennessee, and they look to be a really good team. They're tall, and just watching them warm up, they look like they're going to be a much bigger challenge than the St. X Tigers from yesterday. Owensboro won against the St. X yesterday 15-1. I don't think you're going to see a score like that today. This is the first game of the day between Owensboro and Music City. We have another game this afternoon at 4:15 Central. Last minute coaching. About ready to drop the puck. Starting for the Owensboro Rampage, in defense we have McFarland and Cox. Offense we have Ratusny, Baker, and Biddle. Thank you, David. All right, puck drops. Rampage, gonna get an offsides right off the bat. I'm gonna drop the puck again. 14:55 to go in the first period. Owensboro versus Music City Marauders out of Nashville. Owensboro wins the face-off once again. Comes back to McFarland. He dumps it. Biddle chases him down, takes it away. We try to get a shot off. Here comes the Music City Marauders. And they're fast. Great job, Bob. Bob is able to knock it away. McFarland gets it out of there. Biddle gets it out into the neutral zone. Baker's going to pick it up. He sends it over to Ratusny. Ratusny takes a shot. Oh! We had two shots there. McFarland picks it up, dumps it. We're switching out our lines. We've got Triplett, Couture, Burke on offense, and on defense we have McFarland and Bold. Bolds takes a shot, bounces right off of the Marauders. Triplett tries to get one. He's almost had a shot. Marauders pick it up. It gets intercepted by Couture. Couture sends it back behind the net. They send it around the wall to Bolds. Bolds is able to stop it at the blue line. He sends it back behind the net. Burke's there to battle on the wall. Couture checks him into the wall, but the Marauders come up with it, and they get it through the neutral zone. Bolds is there to knock it away. Okay, we got Jackson Lindsay out on the ice now. We have Wilkins, Triplett, and Rebels. Lindsay gets it, passes it over DD to Bolds. We now have Whited on the ice. Whited, Rebels, and Wilkins on offense. We got Lindsay and Bolds on D. Yes, this team's much better. Lindsay stops it at the blue line, sends it back in. Bolds picks it up on D, sends it up across to Wilkins. Wilkins sends it up towards the net, and the goalie traps it. Okay, with 12:34 to go in the first period, score is still 0-0. Defense switches out. We get McFarland comes in, and Cox comes in. Offense, we have Ratusny, Baker, and Biddle. McFarland gets it on D in the neutral zone, picks it up, sends it over to Biddle. Biddle wasn't able to catch it. Marauders come up with it behind the net. Biddle's there to try to interfere, get an interception from Ratusny. Cox stops it at the blue line, sends it back up towards the corner. Baker sends it behind the net. Burke. Here come the Marauders. Baker's there to punch it away. McFarland checks it in the wall, steals the puck, sends it out into the neutral zone. Biddle picks it up. Gets it taken away. Marauders got it. They send it across ice to Cox. Cox is going to stop it here. Send it across ice out in the neutral zone. We have Triplett on the ice. Burke and Couture on offense. Couture comes up with it, sends it back behind the net. On D, we have Payne and McFarland. Triplett picks it up in the corner, battling for it. Burke picks it up behind the net. Sends a shot in. It's in front of the net again. Couture's there to stop it. Payne stops it before it gets to the blue line, and Marauders take it away. They got a 2-on-1 here, but Triplett, nice. By the way, Tane Wilson's in the net for the Rampage. All right, we get it out of the zone. Send it across ice. McFarland's got it behind the net. Stops, changes direction. Looks for a man to pass to. Sends it across ice to Whitehead. Whitehead comes in. We have Whitehead, Rebels, and Wilkins back on offense. We have McFarland and Payne on D. McFarland picks it up behind the net. Sends it around to Rebels. Rebels wasn't able to send it out. But McFarland gets it again. He does get it out of the zone. He's going to take it all the way down, takes a shot, and it goes in. Owensboro goes up 1-0 with 10:03 to go in the first period on a shot from Grayson McFarland. My play-by-play is pretty weak, David. I'm still trying to learn these kids' numbers. All right, with 10:03 to go in the first period, the score is 1-0. Owensboro over the Music City Marauders. And if I'm not wrong, I think this is a AA travel team out of Nashville. All right, Biddle's on the ice. Got Lindsay at D. Lindsay stops at the blue line, sends it back up. Lindsay's got it again. He sends it back down. Goes behind the net. We have Baker, Biddle, and Ratuzny on offense. We have Bowles and Lindsay on D. Baker was able to dump it. Bowles comes up with it on D. Sends it up along the wall to Ratuzny. They send it back to Lindsay. Lindsay takes it. He goes into the offensive zone. He dumps it, gets checked in the wall, but he was able to knock it behind the net. And he keeps on walking. Bowles picks it up on the other end. Gets it intercepted. Baker does get it back. Baker sends it up to Ratuzny. Bowles stops it, sends it back up to Biddle takes a shot and goalie stops it. 8:44 to go in the first period. Owensboro's leading 1-0. Line switch out. We have McFarland and Cox on D. We have Triplett, Baker, Burke, and Couture on offense. Couture takes a quick shot. Goalie stops it. 8:41 to go in the first period. Nice stop at the blue line, but they're going to call that a high stick. So at 8:36 to go in the first period, Owensboro's up 1-0. We're going to face off on this end. Triplett, Couture, and Burke on offense. Cox and McFarland on D. McFarland sends it out. Out to Couture. Triplett picks it up. He's going to take it all the way in. He sends it back to Baker. Baker sends one all the way across ice to Couture. Couture sends it back up to the blue line to McFarland. He takes a shot, goes just a little bit right. Triplet sends it back behind the net to Burke. Burke tries to get in front of the net. They're battling and the goalie stops. 8:05 to go in the first period. 1-0. Owensboro over Music City. Let's switch out our lines again. We've got Revels, Wilkins, and Whited coming in on offense. Defense stays the same with Cox and McFarland. McFarland stops it at the blue line, tries to keep it in the zone. He does. Whited's going to... Oh, nice check from Whited. Wasn't able to get control of the puck, but he stopped the man. Whited takes a shot. Goalie knocks it up into the air. Wilkins stops it on the wall. Takes control, sends it back up in front of the net. And the Marauders come up with it. McFarland's going to chase this one down on D. Sends across ice to Cox. Cox sends it up. Wilkins wasn't able to stop it. That goes behind the net. Marauders try to come up with it, but Wilkins chases it down, comes up with it, and sends it across in front of the net. We're not able to do anything with it. McFarland sends it down to Whited. Whited sends it out to Rebels. And Marauders come up with it again. Nice knock away. 7:03 to go in the first period. Owensboro still leading 1-0. We have Baker, Biddle, we're going to call an icing and bring that one back to the other end with 6:41 to go in the first period. The score is 1-0. Owensboro over Music City Marauders out of Nashville, Tennessee. On the ice at the moment we have Biddle, Baker, and I can't see his number. And defense we have Payne and Bowles. Bowles stops it on the wall, sends it back up to Rebels. Payne tries to stop it at the blue line. Baker sends it back down to Biddle. Biddle sends it in front of the net. This is a very good team we're playing, but we are dominating the puck so far. Here comes the Marauders again. Nice glove save from Payne Wilson in goal for Owensboro with 6:02 to go in the first period. Owensboro still leads 1-0. Okay, line switching out again. We have Cox and McFarland back on D. Offense, we have Couture, Burke, and Triplet. Marauders come up with it, take a quick shot, go straight into the glove of Payne Wilson. 5:58 to go in the first period. Owensboro's up 1-0. And drop the puck again. McFarland comes up with it. He's able to send it out of the zone. Burke comes up with it. He's got a 1-on-2. We got a 3-on-2 going here. They knocked it away. Burke still got it. He sends it in front of the ice. The net. There wasn't anybody there to pick it up. So Marauders send it across ice. Cox is going to chase this one down. That was tipped. It's not an icing. Comes all the way around the wall to Couture. Couture sends it out to Triplet. Triplet sends it through the middle into the offense, into the neutral zone. Marauders come up with it and they dump it. Cox picks it up again, sends it around the wall to the Marauders. Burke knocks one away again, comes up with it, gets it out of the zone. He takes the shot, dumps it back behind the net. George Triplet gets there, chases it down, still battling behind the net. Couture comes up with it. McFarland's able to dump it back behind the net. Wilkins send it out to Cox. Cox missed the pass. He's going to chase it down to this end. Cox picks it up, sends it across ice to Rebels, gets it out of the zone. Marauders pick it up, But we get an interception from George Triplett. Triplett's got a one-on-one. Wasn't able to do anything with it. He's still got control. He's battling in the corner. They send it out in front of the net. Triplett gets it up there and battles, and they blow the whistle. All right, 4:36 to go in the first period. Owensboro leads 1-0. On the ice, we have Lindsay and Bolds on D. We have Whited, Wilkins, and Rebels on offense. Puck comes out of there. Rebels sends it around the wall to Whited. Marauders pick it up. They send it around. Gets intercepted. Lindsay knocks it along the wall, passes it to Whited. Whited able to get it into the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. Lindsay checks someone into the wall. Whited picks it up, sends it over to Rebels. Wilkins has got it. Sends it, oh, in front of the net. Wide open shot. Wasn't anybody there to knock it in. Wilkins takes a shot. Oh! Got another one. We got Bode sends it, dumps it. Whited's there. He knocks it in front of the net. They try to knock it in. Still trying to knock it in. It goes in! Goal from Owensboro. That was Nick Wilkins scored that goal, I believe. A rebound shot off of Eric Whited's shot. So Owensboro now leads 2-0 with 3:44 to go in the first period. All right, Lions are switching out on offense. We now have Baker, Biddle, and Ratuzny. Lindsay and Bold still on D. Get it along the wall to Biddle. Biddle sends it out to Ratuzny. Ratuzny sends it down to Baker. Back to Ratuzny. They weren't able to do anything with it. The Marauders come up with it. It's intercepted. Baker was able to knock it away. Still, we're giving these guys fits. All right, Lindsay comes up with it on D, sends it across ice to Bolds. Bolds is there, he sends it up to Ratuzny, and he dumps it. They were able to send it out of the zone. I think that's going to be an icing. And it is, so we're going to drop it down on the other end with 2:56 to go in the first period. Owensboro leads 2-0 over the Music City Marauders in the first game of a doubleheader today. All right, we have Cox and McFarland back on D. We have Burke, Couture, and Triplett on offense. Couture sends it over to McFarland. McFarland slap shot. Almost there. Back behind the net, you've got Triplett. Sends it up in front of the net to... and the goalie stops it. Traps it. So with 2:44 to go in the first period, Owensboro leads 2-0. Going to drop the puck on the offensive zone. Lines stay the same. It's been a very clean game so far. No penalties yet. Of course, I may have just jinxed them. Couture takes a shot. Just off of the goalie's stick. Couture steals another one. Sends it back to McFarland. McFarland sends it back behind the net in the corner to Triplett. Triplett sends it through the middle. And wouldn't even do anything with it. Marauders come out of there with it. Oh. Nice check from Bob Cox that time. All right, we're going to drop the puck again with 2:06 to go in the first period. Owensboro leads 2-0. Lions are switching out. We now have Wilkins, Rebels, and Whited back in on offense. And on D, we have Payne and Bolds. Bolds picks it up, sends it around corner over to Rebels. Rebels gets it, sends it out of the zone to Eric Whited. He's got a one on nobody. Gets it knocked away. Bolds stops at the blue line, sends it back behind the net. Whitehead's going to chase this one down. He sends it back to D. To Payne. Payne wasn't able to stop it. Tane Wilson in the ghost knocks it back along the wall. Whitehead comes up with this one. He sends it into the neutral zone to Wilkins. Wilkins has got it. He sends it into the offensive zone to Rebels. Rebels takes a shot, sends it up towards the net. Marauders come out of there with it. Folds picks it up. Sends it around the wall to Wilkins. Whitehead's there to try to knock it away. Unable to do anything with it. They take a shot. Okay, Wearables picks it up on the wall. He sends it across ice to Whitehead. All right, we're switching out all of our players now. We have McFarland and Lindsay back on D. Lindsay picks it up on D. Nice glove save from Tane Wilson with 32.7 seconds to go in the first period. Offense, we have Ratuzny, Baker, and Biddle. Defense, we have Cox and McFarland. Cox picks it up behind the net, sends it along the wall. Baker tries to get it out there. He tips it over to Biddle, who sends it up to Ratuzny. Ratuzny tries to take control. Still back and forth. He does come up with it. Biddle was there for a rebound. Wasn't able to do anything with it. All right, there's your buzzer. At the end of the first period, the score is 2-0. Owensboro leading the Music City Marauders. There's Bob Cox's dad. In another life, I think he was a cheerleader. There's our Owensboro Rampage cheerleaders. Thanks, David. Thanks for watching. The cheerleaders having fun with Cotton Eye Joe. There's our Rampage mamas and daddies, uncles, aunts, grandmas, grandpas. All right, at the end of the first period, the score is 2-0, Owensboro over the Music City Marauders. Hey, Dennis, your boy looks good out there today. And by the way, he scored one of our 2 goals. Getting ready to drop the puck for the beginning of the second period. On the ice, we have Cox and McFarland, Biddle, Baker, and Ratuzny. Biddle's got it. Sends a beautiful pass up to Couture. Almost was able to knock that one in. Oh! Got to skate. Okay, we get it out of the zone. Baker comes up with it, sends it to McFarland. McFarland's nice, beautiful setup for Ratuzny. With 14:12 to go in the second period, Owensboro takes the 3-0 lead over the Music City Marauders. right, line switch out. We got Bolds and Lindsay back on D. We have Burke, Triplett, and Couture on offense. All right, this game's beginning to get a little bit more physical. Lindsay comes up with it. Sends it up to Burke. Burke's got it. He sends it back behind the net. Couture. Oh, we got like 3 guys in a row that swung and missed the puck. All right, Burke picks it up, sends it in front of the. Oh! In front of the net to Couture. Bo Couture scores, and Owensboro moves up 4-0 with 13:29 to go in the second period. Yes, Josh scored. In this beautiful setup. Right place, right time. Nice knock in. Okay, 13:29 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 4-0. We have McFarland and Payne on D. We have Rebels, Wilkins, and Whited on offense. All right, Marauders got a shot. Tane was there to stop it. I'm going to drop the puck again. 13:18 to go in the second period. Score is 4-0. Owensboro leads. McFarland sends it along the wall, gets it out of the zone. Wilkins trying to chase him down, trying to knock it away, wasn't able to. It was a good effort. McFarland picks it up on D, keeps it out of the zone. And the puck gets knocked out of the rink into the player's box. You can stop and drop the puck again with 13:01 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 4-0. Marauders pick it up after the face-off. Ooh, nice check from Wilkins there. Rebels, Wilkins, and Whited on offense. Payne and McFarland on D. McFarland picks it up. Goes around 2 players. Man, he's just open 3. Make it 3. Takes a shot just a little bit wide left. Payne stops it, sends it back towards the net. McFarland picks it up on the other side. Looks for a man, sends it back behind the net to Whited. Whited's there. He sends it in front of the net. Wasn't there. Okay, they're probably going to call an icing on this one. Nope, they didn't. Lines are switching out. We have Baker and Biddle came in, but Biddle was already across the line, or at least that's what the ref says. So that was a beautiful 2-on-1 opportunity, but they called it an offsides with exactly 12 minutes to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 4-0. Defensive line switches out. We got Bolds and Lindsay back in. Offense, we have Bertuzny, Baker, and Biddle. Nice, Jackson. Baker picks it up, sends it over to Bolds. Wasn't able to do anything with it, but Baker knocks it away. Lindsay's got it, sends it over to Bertuzny. We weren't able to get it out of zone. Lindsay picks it up again behind the net, stops, sends a beautiful pass over to Bertuzny. Bertuzny sends it up towards defense, and Marauders send it back behind the net. Bolts has got it, sends it over to Biddle, and it hits one of the Marauders players. Goes out of bounds, so they're going to stop and drop. With 11:11 to go in the second period, Owensboro leads 4-0. We have Burke, Triplett, and Couture coming back in on offense. Lindsay and Bold still on D. Owensboro leads 4-0 against a very good Marauders team. Lindsay picks it up, sends it up towards the defenseman. Couture's there to knock it down to Burke. Burke's got it. He takes a shot. Beautiful shot from Kane Burke. Owensboro takes a 5-0 lead with 11:01 to go in the second period. Beautiful shot. Lines stay the same. Couture, Burke and Triplett, Bolds and Lindsay on D. Burke picks up the puck, sends it in front of the net. Oh, won't even do anything with it. There's another one. And the goalie stops that one. With 10:44 to go in the second period, Owensboro leads 5-0. Okay, we're going to switch out our lines again. We have Rebels, Wilkins, and Whited back in on offense. Cox and McFarland on D. 10:44 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 5-0. Even though the scoreboard still says 4-0. Now they corrected it. It's 5-0. After the face-off, Cox knocks it back down into the corner. Cox stops another one at the blue line. Marauders come up with this. Try to knock it away, wasn't able to. McFarland taps that one away. White is there to knock it up to the defenseman. They take a shot, and Tane Burke catches that one in his glove, so we're going to stop and drop at 10:24 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 5-0. All right, after the face-off, McFarland comes out of there with it. He takes off running, gets all the way up to the offensive zone. Keeps it in there. He dumps it back behind the net. Whitehead's going to go back there and challenge. Wasn't able to get to him. Wilkins is in. And Marauders come up with it. They dump it. Cox is there to knock it back out of the zone with a little help from Wilkins. Whitehead comes up with it on a 1-on-2. Tries to send it towards the net. Unable to do anything with it. Marauders come up with it. Nice little hip check from McFarland. They take a shot, hits the post. Wilkins comes up. He takes it out of the zone into the neutral zone, dumps it back to the back wall so we can make some switch outs here. We have Baker, Biddle, and Ratusny back in on offense. Still have Cox and McFarland on D. Marauders come up with it. Nice little battle in the corner there. We've got Cox sends it over to Baker. Marauders come up with it. They take a shot. A nice stop from Tane Wilson in the goal. With 8:59 to go in the second period, Owensboro leads 5-0. Defense, we have Payne and Bolds in. Offense, we have Burke, Couture, and Triplett. Payne comes up with it behind the net. Tries to send one out. Burke wasn't able to stop it. Did tip it, so we're not going to have an icing. Couture steals one. Nice. He sends it across ice. Triplett's going to battle for it. Tried to steal it. Couldn't get anything done. Griffin's got it. Gets it taken away. Gets in there, challenges, knocks it. Bode's going to pick this one up, send it up, and I think we're going to get a penalty. And I call a high stick. Oh, that's on Griffin Payne. Okay, that's the first penalty of the game with 8:19 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 5-0. This is our first penalty kill. All right, so in for Owensboro right now, we have Biddle, Baker, Cox, and Couture, I think. No, it's not Couture. Sorry. It's Rebels. Biddle tries to take a short-handed shot. Nothing happens with it. Oh. All right, play smart, guys. All right, so we have McFarland, Cox, Biddle, and Baker on the ice. Refs are discussing what happened there. 1:45 to go in the penalty kill. 8:04 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 5-0. All right, so I think they're going to call a penalty on the Marauders over that. So I guess there was some discussion about what happened there. Coach is asking, so ref's going to tell him what happened. I didn't see it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so all right, so we're playing 4-on-4 now with 8:04 to go in the second period. There's a 15-second difference between our penalty and their penalty. D-to-D pass from McFarland to Cox. He takes a slap shot, goes a little bit wide left. Baker comes up with it here. He's able to keep it in the zone, knock it down towards the wall. Marauders come up with it on the far side. And they get it out of the zone. Cox is going to chase this one down, knock it into the wall, down. Biddle tries to get there to do something with it. He comes up with it. Marauders is able to steal it away from him, but Biddle keeps it in the zone. All right, back behind the net. McFarland to Cox. Cox sends it across ice to Biddle. Biddle's there now. He sends it up to Baker. Baker sends it back to Biddle. Biddle takes a shot. Oh, just missed the post. Baker comes back up with it, takes a shot, and the goalie's able to stop that one. So with 7 minutes to go in the second period, both teams are short a man from penalties. Owensboro leads 5-0. Okay, Burke and Triplett come in on offense. Cox and McFarland still on D. McFarland comes up with it on the defensive zone, sends it up to Cox. Cox has got it. Looking for a man. Says beautiful pass up to Burke. Burke's got it. He takes a shot and he gets deflected up and over the net and out of the rink. So with 22 seconds left in our penalty, 37 seconds left in their penalty, Owensboro leads 5-0 with 6:41 to go in the second period. So Bolds and McFarland now in D. We have Triplett and Couture on offense. Oh, excuse me, Couture. That's not Couture. That's Burke. McFarland picks it up, knocks it back down to Triplett. Back behind the net. Marauders come up with it. Bold stops it at the blue line, sends it up. Takes another shot. McFarland's there. Burke picks it up in the defensive end, sends it across ice to Bolds. Bolds sends it back to McFarland. McFarland to Bolds. Bolds to Triplett, back to Bolds. To Triplett. Triplett's got it. Gets it taken away. No, he gets it back. Baker's there. He sends it across ice. Tried to get a shot. Baker tries to tip one in. Anything to do with it. McFarland sends it across ice to Bolds, and he hits the net above the ring. 5:44 to go in the second period. Both teams are full power now. Owensboro leads 5-0. So we have Lindsay and Bolds on D. We have Whited, Wilkins, and Rebels on offense. Whitey comes up with it. Tries to take a shot. Gets it knocked away. Wilkins is there to steal it back. Marauders come up with it. Whitey picks it up. Oh! From the Marauders again. They send it across ice to Rebels. He's able to get it out of the zone. White is going to challenge. Wasn't able to do anything. The Marauders come up with it. They dump it back behind the net. Lindsay's going to pick it up. Sends it over to Rebels, out to Whited. White has got it. He's going to be able to dump it back behind the net. 4:50 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 5-0. Wilkins picks it up in the corner. Still got control. Sends it on to the other side. Comes around the wall to Bolds. He sends it up to Rebels. Bolds is there. He sends it across ice to Lindsay. Lindsay's able to dump it. As we got a bunch of guys switching in and out. We got Burke, Triplett, and Couture. Couture picks it up, sends it up to Burke. Burke knocks it along the wall, picks it up in the corner. Oh! A little bit of battling going on there. Bolds knocks it back down to the corner to Triplett or Burke. Marauders come up with it. .3:30 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 5-0. Bolds picks it up, sends it up to Couture. Wasn't able to control it. They send it back down. Bolds sends it up. No, Marauders come up with it. We're able to get it away from the front of the net. Lindsay sends it to... nice, beautiful pass. George Triplett, not Bertuzzi. Sorry, Chris. So George Triplett scores. Owensboro goes up 6-0 over the Music City Marauders with 3:03 to go in the second period. Here's your cheerleaders again. Nice work, Rampage passing on that one. We have Cox and McFarland back on D. We have Biddle, Baker, and Bertuzzi on offense. Baker comes up with it after the face-off, sends it over to McFarland, sends it up to Bertuzzi. Baker picks it back up, goes around, takes a shot, just off the top bar. 2:48 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 6-0 over a very solid Music City Marauders. Face off. Oh, Cox is able to stop it before he got across the blue line. Biddle's got it. He's going to take a shot now. Oh, Gully was able to deflect it. Baker's there to keep it in the zone. Cox stops it at the blue line. Biddle's there again. Sees a beautiful shot up to Watuzni. Goes just a little bit wide right. McFarland stops it at the blue line. Marauders knock it out. And I think if this crosses the blue line, they're going to call an icing. Nope, they're not. All right, McFarland comes up with it now. He sends it across ice to Biddle. Baker to Biddle. Those guys are fun to watch. Okay, our lines are switching out. Through all of this, we have Wilkins, Rebels, and Whited back in on offense. Cox. I'm going to call a penalty on that. I'm sorry I didn't see who it was. I was looking at the players trying to figure out who's on the ice. I think that one's going to be on Bob Cox. It is. With 1:27 to go in the second period, and Owensboro's going to be on a penalty kill. George Triplett and Kane Burke come in. On defense, we have Bolds and McFarland. Or Wilkins. Tane stops one, knocks it behind the net to one of our players. Marauders come up with it again. He stops another one. Nice glove save. 1:12 to go. 1:12 to go in the second period. Owensboro leads 6-0. 1:45 to go in our penalty kill. McFarland's able to ice it. Send it to the other end. On the ice right now, we have Bolds and McFarland, Burke, and Triplett. Nice hip check from Triplett. Interrupt that. McFarland comes up with it. Sends it across ice to Burke. Burke maintains it. There he is. He takes a shot, goes a little bit wide left. He sends it back in front of the net again. Triplett's there to send it in. Gully stops it. Okay, 38.4 seconds to go in the second period. 1:11 to go in our penalty kill. Owensboro leads 6-0 over the Music City Marauders. Okay, we're going to switch out our lines again. We have Rebels and Wilkins on offense. Bolds and McFarland on D. Beautiful hip check from McFarland. He's a phenomenal hip check. He's got such good backward speed. Okay, we take a shot. Goalie stops it. They take a shot, excuse me. 50 seconds left in the penalty kill. 17.4 seconds left in the second period. Owensboro leads 6-0. Lindsay and Bolds on D. Rebels and Wilkins on offense. Lindsay comes out of there and he's able to ice it. Send it to the other end. And there's your buzzer. At the end of the second period, Owensboro leads 6-0 over the Music City Marauders. There's 33 seconds left in our penalty kill as we start the third period. Another about a minute. Got a lot of missing people today because all of our other travel teams, all the Buckhogs are in St. Louis today. Well, we got a good showing. All right, Cox goes back into the penalty box. We're getting ready to drop. It'll be 4 on 5. Start of the third period. Owensboro leads 6-0. Okay, starting the third period, we have Lindsay and McFarland on the D. We have Biddle and Baker on offense. All right, here we go. Start of the third period. Biddle's there to dump it back behind the net. Baker steals one, sends it up to Biddle, tries to send it in. Lindsay is able to dump it. Marauders come up with it. And there's 5 seconds left. We should be back to full power here in just a second. Biddle takes another shot, and Marauders able to come up with it. Okay, we're back at full power as Cox comes back in and immediately steals the puck. Baker picks it up, though. He sends it up to Ratuzny. Biddle's there. Beautiful move. Back to Baker. Baker takes a shot. Gets the rebound himself. Sends it. Tried to get a shot for Ratuzny. We got a player down on the Marauders. He looks like he's in pain. I'm going to stop it to play with 14:01 to go in the third period. Owensboro leads 6-0 over the Music City Marauders. Yeah, he looks like he's in pain. He kind of doubled up. He was rolling over a little bit. He's moving. I don't know if he just took a gut shot or what. He's up, and he's skating. Yeah, this looks more like it's in the gut, chest, gut area. He may be holding his arm. It may be the arm. I can't tell. All right, he's skating off. Okay, here we go. We have Payne and Cox on D. Triplett, Burke, and Couture on offense. Payne sends it across ice to Cox. Shoots it up towards the net. Couture steals the puck. Marauders pick it up after a deflection. Nice check from Couture. Couture's having a great game. Here he is again. He dumps it back behind the net. He goes up there, picks it up. And everybody lost the puck. There it is. Comes back to Payne. Payne takes a shot, gets it up towards the net. Couture tries to knock it in. Burke picks it up, sends it across ice. Payne's there. He sends it up to Triplett. Triplett sends it towards the net. Couture sends it back. Triplett picks it up. Nice move. He sends it back up to Burke. Burke tries to get it up in front of the net. Hits one of the Marauders. Comes along the wall. They send it across ice. And I think the Marauders are going to get it out. They do. All right, Cox is able to knock it back up. We got a free puck here if Triplett gets to it. They're battling behind the net now. Wilkins comes in. Revels and Whited on offense. On D, we have Cox and Payne. Whited takes control in the corner, sends it up to Revels. Still battling. Wilkins is there to take it away. Still battling. Marauders come up with it though. Whited takes it back though. He's got a 1-on-2. He's got a 2-on-2. He gets it to his man. Revels wasn't able to stop it. And Marauders come up with it. Whited picks one up. Gets it out of there. Wilkins can try to chase him down. Not able to do anything with it. Revels tips the puck. Whited steals it back. Marauders pick it back up. They take a shot. It goes a little bit wide left at a deflection. Okay. Bertuzzi's back in. Baker, Retuzny, and Biddle back in on offense. We have Bolds and McFarland on D. 11:27 to go in the third period. Owensboro leads 6-0. At the face-off, they knock it down into the offensive zone. Retuzny's there to try to steal it. The chase man. They do a D-to-D pass, and they get it out of the zone. Retuzny's there to steal it back. Get back in the offensive zone, take a shot, and goalie glove save. 11:14 to go in the third period. Owensboro leads 6-0. And I didn't see it, but we got a penalty. And I can't tell who's in the box. So Owensboro's on a penalty kill again. Farley comes up with it at the D-line. He takes a shot. Gets it knocked away by the Marauders. We have Retuzny, Biddle, Baker, no, Retuzny, McFarland, Baker, and Bolds. Bolds takes a shot. Goalie stops it, knocks it down. Baker picks it up, sends it back to Bolds. Bolds sends it back up to Baker. Baker just incredible. All right, Marauders pick it back up after the shot. We're switching on our lines again. We have Triplett back in. We have Burke in, McFarland, and Bolds. McFarland sends it around the wall to Burke. Burke picks it up to the blue line. Oh, he dumps it down. Triplet's going to there try to steal one, and he does. He tries to take a shot. Wasn't able to get it in there. And Marauders come up with it. They're going to call a penalty. I believe they're going to call a tripping on the Marauders this time. .9:26 to go in the game. Owensboro leads 6-0. It's 2 seconds left on our penalty, and they've got a player going into the penalty box on a tripping call. So after 2 more seconds, we will be on our first power play of the game, I believe. We have Lindsay and whoa! Wait a second. They called a penalty on us and them. So that was I'm not sure who went in the box. So we have Lindsay and Cox on D, Baker and Burke on offense. Okay. Well, maybe my mistake. Offsetting penalties, so both teams are at full power. I didn't see the hit there. It looks like Baker's going to the penalty box now. So with 9:03 to go in the game, I think Couture's going in there with him. I have no clue, guys. We're trying to fill up the penalty box. Wilkins and Whitey come back in on offense. Lindsay and Cox on D. I think Cox is twerking. He's dancing now. Okay, with 9:03 to go in the game, Owensboro leads 6-0 over the Music City Marauders. They have 3 men in the penalty box. They have 1 man. It was a 5-on-4. We're down a man. Lindsay stops one. Tips another one. Cox comes up with it on the other end. He sends it around the wall for an icing, and it's going to go to the other end to ice it. Cox is going to pick this one up. Sends it out of the zone. What is there to battle it? Nice checking. Lindsay's there to knock it. Sends it to Wilkins. Wilkins gets it out of the zone. Lindsay checks someone into the ice. Whitey comes up with it. He dumps it. 8 minutes to go in the game. 55 seconds to go in our penalty kill. Owensboro leads 6-0. Bertuzni's back in. Bertuzni, Whited, Lindsay, and Cox on the ice right now. Biddle's back in. Sends it over to Bertuzny. He takes a shot. Comes right back at him. Takes another shot. Goes right over the goal. And now the Marauders come up with it. "14 seconds left in the penalty. 7:17 to go in the game. Owensboro leads 6-0. All right, Cox goes out. Bolds comes in. So we got Lindsay and Bolds on D. We have Biddle and McFarland on offense. Puck comes back to Bolds. He gets it out of the zone. Marauders come up with it. Biddle intercepts it. McFarland picks it up, sends it back to Biddle. He sends it back to McFarland. Oh, Couture's back in, by the way. Penalty's over with. 6:44 to go in the game. Bolds and Lindsay on D. Couture, Burke, and Triplett back in on offense. Couture, nice. Gets it out to Burke. Burke takes it into the offensive zone. He takes a shot. Comes off, he sends it back in front of the ice to Couture. Couture was there for a knock-in, wasn't able to do anything with it. Bolds is there, tries to seal it, and Marauders come up with it, but then we take it away again. And Gully stops that one. 6:09 to go in the game. Owensboro leads 6-0. Triplett, Couture, and Burke on the ice with Lindsay and Bolds on D. Owensboro wins face-off, sends it back to Bolds. He sends it up to Couture. Wasn't able to get it out of the zone. Lindsay's going to pick this one up back behind the net. He gets checked in the wall. Marauders come up with it. Bolds is there. He sends it up to Couture. Couture gets it out of the zone. He sends it in front of the ice. Burke was just ahead of it. Nice battling, Jackson. All right, Rampage comes up with it, over to Burke. Tried to get it out, couldn't get it out. And a glove save or trap by Tane Wilson with 4:51 to go in the game. Owensboro leads 6-0. Cox and Payne come in on D. Whited, Revels, and Wilkins come back in on offense. Owensboro leads 6-0 with 4:51 to go in the game. Marauders take a shot. Tane knocks it over to the other side. Rebels is there, try to do something with it. Oh, that was the best shot Marauders had the whole game. They hit the post though. White gets it out of the zone. They knock it back in. Payne's going to pick it up in the corner. He sends it out to Whited. Just ahead of him. Rebels there battling. Nice. Nice. Payne gets it. Flips it over to Whited. Whited's got it on a 1-on-2. He's going to take it. He's going to take a shot. Bounces off the player. He gets it back. Sends it towards the net. Wilkins is there. Tries to send it out to Cox. Cox takes a slap shot. Hits a Marauder, and the Marauders come up with it. Wilkins gets in there and steals one. He's going to take a shot. And bounces off the goalie. He gets it back, though. Still maintains control. Cox has got it. He sends a snapshot up. Rebound to Rebels. Battling in the corner. Wilkins sends it over to Whited, and the Marauders come up with it. Okay, 3:36 to go in the game. Owensboro leads 6-0. The score is not indicative of how good this Marauders team is. They've probably been the most solid team we've played in a little while. Biddle comes up with one. Takes it off into the corner. McFarland's up there battling for it. Payne picks it up on the wall. Tries to send it back up. Marauders come out of there with it. Payne's going to get this one, though, in the neutral zone. He's going to send it over to Cox. Cox is going to let it slide a little bit as Hayes is switching out. He set things up. Nice, beautiful pass out to Biddle. Across ice to Bertuzzi. And that one gets trapped. With 2:35 to go in the game, Owensboro leads 6-0. Biddle comes up with it, sends it across ice to Cox. He takes a snapshot, goes a little bit wide right. Biddle comes up with it again. They send it out through the middle, and the Marauders got it out. Payne's there to try to stop it. Gets beat. Cox is there to take him out. Takes a wild shot. I think he saw Cox coming at him, so. All right. Payne sends it out to McFarland, to Biddle. Biddle takes a shot. McFarland's there to take a shot, and that one goes in. All right. So Owensboro takes a 7-0 lead with 2 minutes exactly to go in the game. Okay, Lindsay and Bowles come back in on D. We have Triplett and Burke and Couture on offense. 2 minutes to go. Owensboro comes up with it real quick from the face-off. Couture's got it. Gets it over to Burke. Burke takes it behind the net. He sends it across, sends it up towards the net. Gets deflected. And the Marauders score with 1:36 to go in the game. Lindsay stops one at the line, takes a slap shot. Oh, beautiful slap shot. Hit the goalie's shoulder, but it deflected. Didn't go in. Doesn't count. All right, we're going to get a penalty with 1:06 to go in the game. Owensboro leads 7-1. That's going to be on Couture. Payne and Cox come back in on D. Whited and Wilkins on offense. With 1:06 to go. job, Griffin. What a fight. Still battling. And Wilkins is able to ice it. 38 seconds to go in the game. And finally comes in for Payne on D. Well, actually, that's Biddle. Payne stops another one. 18.3 seconds to go in the game. Owensboro leads 7-1. We'll play this team again at 4:15 this afternoon. It's going to be interesting because they're actually a pretty decent team. I got a feeling the afternoon game may be a little bit more physical than this one was. All right, we have Rebels and Retusny back in on offense. Payne and Cox on D. We're able to get it out of the zone. 9 seconds to go. Time for one last shot, and it's not going to happen. And Owensboro's going to take this one on the win column. 7-1. Okay, guys, I will try another live broadcast this afternoon at 4:15 when the Owensboro takes on the same team, the Music City Marauders. Thanks for watching. Owensboro wins 7-1.